Alright, welcome back, folks. Heading over here to Louisiana to pick up a load. Not my normal lane. It's going up to Wisconsin. But I don't mind running up there if I don't have to go through Chicago, or if I don't have to route 100 miles out of the way to get around Chicago. I know this video's a little angled, but so I looked for some loads around the house. Just didn't see anything I really had to take. There were a lot of good loads in there, but just decided I didn't want to do any of the loads I saw. And then this one jumped on the board. This is a load from Landstar, and it's still power only. And you know what? In an effort to bring you better content, so you don't have to look at me. But so this is power only still. Let's see if I can adjust this. And it pays over $3 a mile. It's picking up a flatbed trailer, a loaded flatbed trailer. So that's going to be interesting. Supposedly everything's already secured, but when we get over there, we'll figure that out. But yeah, this is it's my neck of the woods down here. This is not as pretty as Southwest out there in Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, but it's nice. It's gonna be a nice day if the clouds would just blow out of the way, let the sun shine a little bit. It's been raining really hard this past about 20 hours or so. One of the bridges that I came across a few minutes ago, they were just about ready to close it. The water was coming over one side of it, or about to come over one side of it. I think I might have got it on video. I'll put it on here, but yeah, the loads this morning were, I just sometimes I get in that mode where I just procrastinate, and unless it's just paying an obscene amount, I'll procrastinate on it. And I knew if I sat there for any longer, I wouldn't do anything today. So need to get some revenue going. Last week I got derailed by the wonderful DPS office here. I renewed my license back in March, and that's was just a government fiasco. And the COVID, all this COVID business, they're just taking advantage of that to do less work and cause people more stress. But yeah, I renewed my license back in March and have not received my permanent copy yet. And F2F started calling me, and I was getting pretty annoyed until I figured out that my temporary license was about to expire. So here in Texas, and as I'm sure it's probably the same in most places, you can't just go to the DPS office anymore, because they've used this quote-unquote pandemic as an excuse to do less for you. So you can't even make a call and talk to someone and ask a simple question. You have to make an appointment and go to a DPS office to get anything done, any little thing. So I had to make an appointment. F2F was really cool. They said, hey, we'll go ahead and give you another month. Most of these states, they're allowing, extra time to get your license renewed. And I just said, no, I'm not going to take that chance. So I just went ahead and shut down, and only got one load in last week. Worked about 5 hours. But I went ahead and shut down and made my appointment and got over there. And just like anything the government does, it's just I'm not even going to try to describe the inefficiency, but they gave me a temporary for my permanent, my expired license. So now I have to carry my expired license, I have to carry a temporary for that expired license, and I have to carry a temporary for that temporary for the expired license. I have to carry 3 things right now, and they gave me an extra month on this new temporary, and they said they were going to remail the license. And when I was walking away, they said, "Oh, if it happens again, you're going to have to check with the post office." And you know how government is. You basically just have to bite your tongue, walk away, count to 10, But so now I have to wait. They gave me an extra month to wait for my permanent license to come in. So got all that out of the way. Decided to take the rest of the week off to decompress after that. It's just ignorance. It really is. Government does very little to begin with. And what is this cat doing? And they've used this pandemic just as, what are you doing? A reason to do less. There's actually 2 people at the door of the DPS office making sure you have an appointment, and only 2 people working behind the counter. And you can't go inside until your exact appointment time. And they have 4 chairs in this big building, and they're all facing a brick wall. They don't want you looking at them either now. So yeah, every excuse they can take to do less. It's amazing. But anyway, got past that, and going over here to pick up this load, head up to Wisconsin, and try to get some revenue on this next check. I'm sure this check I'm going to get this week is probably going to be about maybe $400 or $500. That's okay. Had a good time. So when we get over here, we'll show you what we got. It's there. It's supposed to be a big open lot. That's probably what I'm getting right there. You see on that truck. Yeah, here we go. There were several loads available, and there was one load that was 9 foot wide. Paid an extra $1,000, but didn't want to take it. Still have to buy permits. Can't run at night. All kinds of little different things. If it is 9 feet wide, then you have to measure, get the permit. So yeah, just wasn't feeling that wide load. Morning. Alright, so here's what we got. Sort of a monstrosity, but it's on there, it's strapped down. It looks pretty good. We have the paperwork. So I got over here and picked up this trailer. This is a Landstar load. I think I said that before. It's a flatbed trailer. And when I got there, there were several trailers there, and he pointed out the one I was going to take, and I was, right off the bat, I was concerned. It was a 40-foot trailer. It's not a spread axle, and it's loaded down. So I told the guy, I said, how much does it, well, I asked him, I said, how much does it weigh? He had no idea. So I started looking at it a little bit closer. And my concern was that back axle was going to be overweight on the trailer. And I told him that, and he didn't know what I was talking about. He had no idea. All he knew was that, that somebody told him that it wasn't going to be overweight, so he was confident in that. So I had to go about 30 miles out of my way to get to the first weight scale. And man, was it ever close. I just didn't want to drive 900 something miles and just be worried about it at every weigh station. Even if I had to go, get it weighed, go back and get something moved, that's what I'm going to do. So, got the ticket here, and man, was it close. The drive axles, that was 31,000, and the trailer axles was 33,220. Whew, so close, but we're legal unless it rains. No, we're good. But yeah, I told the guys that I'll probably be back, but he was pretty confident that it wasn't over the maximum overall weight, but he didn't really understand what I was talking about when I was talking axle weight. So I felt like calling him back and saying, hey, kind of run down the rules for him, but I don't think it would have sunk in. But we're on our way. It says we'll be there tomorrow at 5 p.m. So it looks like Wednesday delivery.